Happy Monday, everyone. Happy MCA Monday. We're with our guest. Our guest tonight is going to be talking about your net worth. Not the tongue twister. Your network is your net worth. It's Lidia Szczepanowski. Thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, thank you, Candy, for having me. And I just want to say congratulations to you on being crowned Mrs. Corporate America 2019. I myself remember that very well. That's probably one of the most exciting things that someone can, be bestowed upon them. So
it really was fun just walking down that runway, and Mrs. Corporate America 2013.
Yes.
And we're so excited to have you. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. I'm Candy Bryan. I am Mrs. Corporate America 2019. Lidia Szczepanowski is our guest tonight. We're talking about your network is your net worth. And I hope I said that right this time.
Yes. But they're interchangeable words for the most part.
Yeah. So this is an awesome time that we get to spend with you. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. And, even though we're home, we're moms, we're working on our business, we're working on ourselves.
Yes.
And so I think this is going to be a great conversation tonight. We're going to let a few more people join in. And if you can, I want to give you guys some instructions. We're really excited to be able to use StreamYard. And StreamYard is a new platform. It gives us the ability to go live on Facebook and invite someone and have our guest join us. But you do have to allow StreamYard to show your comments. So if you're going to comment tonight, we'd love for you to do so. Please click the link. It's in the comments section right in the live. So if you're in the live and you're going to comment, the instructions are right there. So I am really excited about this conversation because now more than ever, first of all, Lidia, is it not crazy?
I did a Facebook Live stream a couple of days ago, and the more I think about it, I guess it was last weekend. So not this past weekend, but the weekend before. And I was encouraging everyone to really be a good citizen and just respect what our country's supposed to be doing, what we're supposed to be doing in states. I'm from New York, and I think we're a little bit ahead of the curve, if you will. And we were instructed to exercise social distancing a while ago. And our governor shut down non-essential businesses, starting with 25%, I think it was, at 50, and then up to 100. And was sharing that information, and I was asking everyone to please be respectful of not only yourself and your own health, but really for the health and well-being of everyone else. So it's a selfless thing to do. It's selfish, in my opinion, to go out there and really, potentially be a carrier and spread the virus. And we just want this to be over sooner than later, and we all have to do this together. We all have to pitch in and just do the right thing. So again, this was over a week ago, and now I say to myself, wow, now I really should have been encouraging people, because now I see what's happening in other states. Louisiana is seeing just a huge amount of people being confirmed with the virus. And I heard the Louisiana governor speaking, and he regrets actually allowing Mardi Gras to happen. And I think what's going to happen in Florida, the Florida governor is also going to say he should have shut down the beaches and the restaurants sooner. And I think that's what's happening. But it's a crazy time, but we will overcome. We're going to end up at the other side, hopefully stronger and better. And we'll have to find some lemonade out of this, as difficult as that is. Perhaps our health systems really have to be looked at. And, we have to perhaps pay a little more attention to things like that.
I totally agree. All of the contingency plans that we think we had, we didn't have one for this.
No.
It's pretty eye-opening. And I know a lot of us are getting revelation out of this season of our lives. Like, how do we pivot quickly? How do we still keep our businesses running? It really it's going to change the dynamic of business.
Yeah. And let me just add that this is really a worldwide issue. I think it's important that we, in our country, help other countries throughout the world, particularly third world countries that are less affluent, because often that is where something can start. And unless they have a system of reporting and actually diagnosing and testing and all of that, it doesn't matter where it is. They have to have that capability because it will affect us all in the world. So I think, again, just from that perspective, I think it's very, very important that we revisit this issue in the near future. The whole world do that.
Absolutely. And conversations like this are happening now more than ever. It's amazing how social media has taken on a whole new role in our lives.
It's amazing. It's incredible. Well, I'm in New York. You're in Florida. Look at this. And we're chatting.
Yeah, we're chatting. And if you're just joining, we want to say good evening to you. Welcome to MCA Mondays. Lidia Szczepanowski is our guest. I'm Candy Bryan, Mrs. Corporate America 2019. She is our Mrs. Corporate America 2013 and forever a part of the MCA family. We want to thank you for taking time. We have some folks online, and I'm just going to post some comments here. Hey, ladies. Hey, this is Catherine Clark. She's our Miss Corporate America.
Hi, Catherine. Hello.
This is a delight to work with, and I'm so excited. I am going to post the instructions on the screen. So if you want to leave comments, click the link that's posted there, and you can actually allow StreamYard to show your comments. So we're going to jump right into our topic, and that is your network is your net worth. And so tell me a little bit about what does net worth mean? A lot of people throw that term out there and they think they know
they do. They do. Well, I guess when you Google it, for example, and everyone has seen the phrase, which I think is a very appropriate phrase, that your network is your net worth. Okay. So as being a litigation attorney, what does that mean? What do each of the words mean? And I think that in addition to, taking net worth, to me, that's like what really defines your value as a business person, because I don't think I would use the word net worth to define me as a human being, as a person, because I think what defines me as a person is completely separate from my business. It's all part of me, but my net worth, as far as my business is concerned, I think it would probably include my the group of individuals who I have an authentic relationship with, who I've met over the course of my life, whether it be through, pageantry, which is a perfect example, and just people that become resources and genuine connections in your life. And I love using this as an example. Candy, I met you today visually for the first time, and I met you because of the Mrs. Corporate America pageant. And I did not think that, by participating in the pageant, that was not me going to a networking event, for example. And I think that's what will probably define most of my relationships, because they are authentic relationships. Again, they're not just people I meet at some, networking event. Again, I don't really attend many of those. My network really includes just people that I have developed a connection with and a relationship with, and someone who I don't expect anything in return if I give them something or if I offer them something, whether it be advice or information or whatever. It's just an individual in my life that I know is part of my life. So I think your net worth is really the quality of the connections and relationships that you have. And you can have a Rolodex. See how old I am, Rolodex. You can have I can't believe I just said Rolodex. You can have a digital database of thousands of business cards, but what good are they if they're not true contacts that you actually have connectivity with and a relationship with and interaction with? So that's how I would describe that or define that phrase when it comes to myself as a business person.
I think that's so on target. You said the quality of relationship. And I wanted to give everyone a few seconds to jump in here and jump on the live, because I want you to talk a little bit about, what's made you successful in building relationships. And let's parlay that into talking about your business. And
sure.
So we're going to ask everyone to do a few things here. If you can, I would love for you all to tag someone in the comments, because that will alert them that we're live and we want them to be a part of the conversation. So just hit that little @ and type their name in the comments, and they'll be alerted to come online and join in the conversation. Mm-hmm. Our guest is Lidia Szczepanowski, and we are going to talk a little bit about your exciting business. And if I can do this, because this is all new to us.
Sure. This is live. It's great. It's good. We never know what's going to happen.
But the ability to...
Oh, fantastic.
There it is. There it is.
Fantastic. I love it. It looks terrific. But yeah, like what you had mentioned, as far as my connections, I can tell you that I never focused on actual networking events or participating in really any, whether it be a function, groups, organizations, charities. I never did it for any reason other than because it's something that I genuinely wanted to do, a place I wanted to be, something that was going to enrich my life in some way. And it wasn't because I wanted to meet a bunch of people and see if I can get their business. It doesn't work. That does not work. Because that's really something as a person who just won a beauty pageant, Candy, you'll know what I mean by this. I don't care how good of an actor, actress you are, you can't fake real. I mean, real is real. Authenticity is what it is. I don't think that you can walk into a room and like a peacock and you are the what, and people are going to fawn all over you and say, I want to do business with you. It doesn't work like that. A connection, part of your network, again, I'm repeating myself, but I think it's important. It's a relationship, and it's not what can you do for me? It's what can we potentially get out of this relationship? And it may not be business. It may be friendship. It may be advice. It may be helping just advance someone's career. It could be giving someone, their connections if they're starting a business or whatever the case may be. So that's how I've lived my life. And I think that over the years, I've cultivated just a fantastic group of individuals who are resources, but that's secondary. First and foremost, they are just individuals who are somehow connected in my life. And I call it the pyramid. So at the very, very top of the pyramid, you have the little pinnacle there. Those are your really tight, close, friends and family. Yeah. As you go a little lower, it gets a little wider. And as you go lower, 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 at the bottom, you have acquaintances, someone that, I don't know, let's say, for example, you met this person and they're a mortgage broker and someone says, oh, I'm buying a house. You're like, oh, I've met this really nice mortgage broker. You should give them a call. That type of relationship. So I think, there's different levels. So not every single connection you make is going to, as I said earlier, turn into a business relationship. And it's, not necessarily going to mean money. It's really about helping out, helping each other. I'm a big believer in that anyway. We're here for a purpose on this earth. Money is important. We have to have a career and we have to pay our bills. But really, what is our footprint? What are we going to leave behind? And I don't think it's, I had the biggest bank account.
That's good. So really good. I love how you emphasize the importance of the authentic relationship. I think in my younger days, climbing the corporate ladder and doing a lot of networking, it was what resources can I get from this person? How can I get from that person? I was, it was an immature thing.
Sure.
As I got older and even becoming a mom, you see the world different and you see the value in people as people. And as relationships that extend far beyond business. So, so happy that you stress that, which makes me think about Miss Corporate America. How did you, and then I'm going to talk about Sculptura, but how did you find out about Miss Corporate America and what made you want to get involved?
Well, if I recall correctly, it was quite some time ago, but I started my I'll call it my pageant career, for lack of a better phrase. I was 41 years old back in 2006, and I participated in my first pageant. It was actually Mrs. New York America, which was just kind of, I wanted to do something glamorous. I had 3 kids, and I felt like I kind of lost myself. So I had earned my black belt in karate. I was teaching women's safety awareness seminars. So that became my platform. Fast forward, I competed. There were like 25 contestants. I won, yay. So I went on to Mrs. America. And at Mrs. America, I met Sharon Fletcher, who ended up being Mrs. Corporate America. I don't remember the year, but it was a few years before me. So moving forward, I had participated. So I was Mrs. New York America. I was Mrs. New York International. So I did that because I formed a charity. And it was the National Organization for Women's Safety Awareness. And I felt I got so much positive feedback, and just really, you hear getting a bigger voice, but I really did get a bigger voice by having a title. There's something about those rhinestones and the crown and the sash. It's amazing. You could be an attorney, you could be, no one cares, but the crown sash, they'll listen to you. So, and then I guess every 3 years I participated and I won. So this was 3 years later. So it's 2013. And I remember speaking to Sharon on LinkedIn. And if I'm not mistaken, I just kind of remembered that she participated, and I thought, what an amazing, just fantastic concept. And then I went onto the website, which I certainly encourage everyone to go to. I think it's MS Corporate.
Yeah, I'll put it up,
which we'll put up in a minute. And it was, an event of a lifetime. It was fantastic, phenomenal, like-minded women, intelligent, beautiful. And you know what? I've always stood for that. It's not about what you look like. That's a part of it. It's not about, who looks best in their fitness wear and their gown. It's part of that. But it's really, you're walking into, really, it's almost like it is a job interview. You're walking in and there's a panel of judges. Yeah. And I remember at the very end, the question that I was asked right at the end of my panel interview was, okay, so let's pretend you just won the title of Mrs. Corporate America. Someone comes up to you with a microphone. What's your tagline? And I looked at the judge and I said, it's not going to be, I'm going to Disneyland, because we were already there.
Awesome.
So he started to laugh, and it was just humorous. And but I think you really do win the judges over in interview. And when you're participating in a pageant like Mrs. and Ms. Corporate America, it's just a different vibe. And you're interacting with professional women. It's not just about the pretty, clothes and whatnot, although that's fun too.
Yeah, that is fun.
It is really about the total woman. I used to refer to myself, I don't know if it's a good phrase or not, but I considered myself to be kind of a modern day Renaissance woman, because I loved being athletic. I liked learning, and I was educated, and I love science, but I also want to be on Survivor, but I also love getting dressed up. So it's kind of like a nice, well-rounded existence, if you will. And I just thought that was just such a great experience. And lo and behold, I won. I was so fortunate, and certainly humbled by the fact that there were tremendous just ladies that were sharing that stage with me, and any one of them could have took that crown. I think it was my nunchuck routine that helped me put me over the top.
Funny story. And the funny thing is my light, I'm so happy, as women, we have a contingency plan. My main light went out, so I've still got a light backup.
Oh, good. No, it hasn't even changed. I couldn't even tell.
I knew it was going to come in handy.
Yeah.
I heard the story about the nunchuck routine from Nancy. So our lifetime queen, Nancy, and I think she's on. I put the website up so you guys can see it, but I'm going to switch over to comments really quick just to see who's on with us.
Sure.
And there is Nancy. Love.
Hi, Nancy. She's so sweet.
She's such an awesome person. And, I can tell you're beautiful on the outside and on the inside, Lidia, and your success shines. So you talked about being a black belt. You talked about you are a litigation attorney. That is your profession. And are you still practicing? Are you?
Well, as of January 1st, because of my Sculptura Fashions dress system that I launched, I decided to really focus on one thing. So I put my focus on the dress, and I'd love to tell you about it if you want to hear about it.
Well, we are ready to jump into that. I wanted to take the journey through how you got interested in MCA and a little bit about how you value relationships. But as we wrap our conversation, tell us how your career has taken a shift and now you're doing Sculptura.
Well, what's interesting is I can transition perfectly from Mrs. Corporate America to how this dress came about because of my pageant background and because of participating and being in, trying on gowns and trying on clothing. I had the opportunity to one day be in a dressing room. This was my aha moment. And I put on these kind of briefs that had these silicone booty pads in them. And I remember putting on a dress and the bra straps were showing. But I said I had to wear a bra. So I walked out and the bra straps looked terrible. The boobs looked good because of the push-up bra. The butt looked great. But I said, why can't there be a dress that has all of this stuff built into it? So it had the shapewear built in. So what I did was over the course of several years, because it certainly was something that needed to be engineered, I worked with the team and I developed the first all-in-one body contouring dress. It's really a dress system because I have a utility patent on the technology that is, part of this. Those are the 5 styles. That's my launch collection. But yeah, it's very difficult to get a utility patent in clothing. I learned. So I'm proud to say that we are in our launch mode. I have the 5 styles. I'm working on really developing this and making it not only as perfect as it can be, but also moving forward to different sizes. I did a lot of research to find that, not everyone is a size 0 to 12 or even to 14, that the average size right now is a size 16. So I want to take this line and incorporate it into different styles, different sizes, different colors. And in addition to that, and Candy, this is one of the things we spoke about, I never even realized that when I was developing this dress, that this dress is also could be worn by women who have had a single mastectomy, double mastectomy, because it has a built-in wireless bra that you can put different size cups into.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, it's comfortable and it enhances you, and you don't have bulges and you don't have any issues with the whole bra situation. And but again, you don't have to have them if you are, if you don't want to have that extra kind of like, really, it's almost like wearing just a push-up bra. You don't need to wear that. And also in the booty area, if you want a little lift, there's that little, it kind of looks like that whole chicken cutlet thing. But again, that was just from the pageantry. So really, I guess this is just years of experience as a business person, as a pageant queen, as a woman. And I just took all of that knowledge and experience and I incorporated it into this dress system. So I'm looking to license this technology. Hi, Anissa, there she is. Thank you. But I'm looking to license the technology with a number of different fashion houses, whether it be such as with yourself, Candy, how you're working with your own fashion line, the robe for women that have had a mastectomy, and the tubes that it encases them or it makes it more comfortable. You don't have to pin it. And this is what it's all about. This is what we do. We are the women that are changing the world.
That's right. Well, we are so excited. I was trying to scroll here, which is why I love StreamYard, and I probably do so much advertising for them. I should see what.
So as you can see, there's a built-in bra. It has it has the Ponte di Roma fabric, and this is an image on the screen right now that shows a woman who's slighter in her figure. She put the pads in her bust looks larger and her booty is more enhanced. And then on the right-hand side, you have a little rolls and bumps, and when you put the dress on, they go away. It really smooths and it lifts, and it's just a flattering design. And although, like I just said, there are 5 styles currently, we are already discussing whether it be adding a bell to a sleeve or cutting out the neckline or converting it into a gown or doing jumpsuits. We're working on it, and I'm really excited that this is a new category in clothing. Which I was like so thrilled to someone told me that in the industry.
We cannot wait for you to launch all of these. And I love this quote here, from business to play, because that's what we're all about here in the business world. Well, we're so excited. This is now, can people go out and visit your site and ready for
absolutely. All they have to do is either Google Sculptura, which is like sculpture with an A at the end, fashions. Sculpturafashions.com is the website, and go there and click on any of the pink buttons and you can select your size. So every time you go to the different style, there's a size chart. And my suggestion is that, we're all different. We're all unique. Yeah. Unfortunately, see, with clothing, you have a fit model, and those are the measurements that they kind of grade the dresses in accordance with. So in this case, I made sure that the fabric is a super stretchy Ponte di Roma fabric. The lining is made of spandex and nylon. So they're very forgiving. But my suggestion will always be check the waist so you can make sure that you get the dress zippered up. But the bust can cradle different size pads. Usually there is a default size that's attached to the pad that goes with the dress. So for example, if you're a size medium, let's just say, because it goes extra small through large currently, but we're working on that. And the large, for example, will have a C cup, but the small will have a B cup. And the extra small has an A cup. But you can go one size above that if you wanted to purchase extra pads. And they do come with one set of the silicone booty pads as well.
Well, we love everything about this. I mean, it's so exciting. It's exciting that you are and Miss Corporate America, Mrs. Corporate America Queen. And we're cheering you on, Lidia. We're so excited.
Thank you.
Stepped out.
Thank you.
When we do stuff like this, it really lets us all know that we can step out and follow our dreams. And a lot of us are in corporate America, but we're venturing out to do other things and to start other businesses. So,
and Candy, let me just throw in to go back to what the first topic we discussed about your network being your net worth. Yeah. I could not have done this. I could not have launched this dress line without my net worth, without my network, because not only was it from the very beginning, think about it, pageantry, because of that had nothing to do with networking, but because of that, I have some of my best friends in the whole world I met because of it. And because of pageantry, I was able to, just discover this technology, if you will. Yeah. And moving forward, you just meet people. I go, I have friends who will say to me, "Oh, I know someone in the textiles business. Okay, let me have their information." I had a factory in Brooklyn that was supposed to be making the dresses. They went under, so I had to find another one. So again, I reached out to a colleague and a friend. They said, "Oh yeah, of course I know someone." So that is how things get done. You pick up the phone and you're able to, or send an email and you're able to move forward with whatever it is that you're doing, whatever your project is.
Well, I will tell you, we have some folks that are tuning in now, and we have some of you will end up watching this on replay. And we are so grateful that you took time out tonight. We want to know, how can people contact you? We're talking about our network being our net worth. How can we contact you?
Well, because my net worth, my social net worth is pretty vast. There's a couple of pages, but generally speaking, if someone wants to get in touch with me, Google's always great. Lidia Szczepanowski is the name. Everything Lidia Incorporated is my company. So Sculptura Fashions is a division of Everything Lidia. So if you can Google any of those, you will find me. And again, for the website for the dress, sculpturafashions.com. My other business enterprise, the multi kind of media lifestyle enterprise, is Everything Lidia, LIDIA.com, and Lidia Szczepanowski. You can Google that too.
Well, we will post all of the links so everyone can reach out and connect with you. You and I spoke briefly yesterday, and I was sharing with you just some of the things that I'm working on as projects, and you jumped right in, like, hey, whatever advice I can give you,
anything you need.
It felt so good to know that there are women out there who want to connect, who want to network. The more networking we do, and really networking, we say that word and it kind of sounds cold, but really relationship building.
Correct.
Because there's a principle that what you give is going to come back to you. And I so thank you for reaching out. I want to go to a couple of comments. Let's see. We've got Love Some Lydia. Nancy mentioned, is there pricing for them? Is there pricing on the website too for the dresses?
The pricing is on the website. And I do want to mention, thank you for mentioning that actually, but I do want to mention that the dresses are made in New York City, in the garment district in the United States of America. And I felt very strongly about that because I do want to support our economy. I want to support New York City. Unfortunately, the garment industry has just seen such a decrease in business. And yes, I am paying a premium for cut and sew, and I am paying a premium for doing it there. But the quality of this dress that you're getting, the quality of the craftsmanship, the quality of the fabric, and just the construction, the way it's made, the design is really second to none. So the pricing is $275 for the styles that are either sleeveless or short sleeve, and it's $295 for the long sleeve. But again, they come with really essentially two dresses, because I learned about this, by the way, when I had the dresses made, they really essentially I'm paying for two dresses because the lining in and of itself has pockets and it has to be constructed, and then it has to be attached to the self, which is the main part of the dress. And then the built-in bra had to be created, and that has a number of seams, and it has mesh. So you're getting a super high quality dress that can be worn really any time, anywhere. You're also receiving a set of the push-up bra cups, which are fabric lined and they're really comfortable. And you're getting the silicone booty pads. Yeah. So you're getting all of this. And I will say this, the experience that you get when you receive it, it's wrapped beautifully.
Can't wait.
And it's just a really fun time, even just receiving the box. It's covered with a shiny Mylar paper, and there's ribbons and stickers. And I just wanted everyone to really realize that they're getting a super premium, high quality dress that can be worn, like it said there, right? From business to play anytime.
We love that. Well, we are super excited to post these links for everyone to go out and check it out. Lidia Szczepanowski has been our guest tonight on MCA Mondays. We're so glad that you all tuned in. We'll have her website there. And don't forget, for our website, I'm going to see if I can post it one more time. Go to MissCorporateAmerica.com. We have a lot of not only exciting events. Lidia, you're more than welcome to join us on our live stream next Sunday.
Yes.
We're doing Coffee with Queens. And it's a conversation with a panel of dynamic women. I mean, these ladies are from all different industries. And we're going to be talking about, walking in wellness and having your business be well, and what to do in this season of time, and what we're facing, what we're all facing right now. But it's all virtual. So nationwide, anyone can join in the conversation. Go to MissCorporateAmerica.com and you can sign up to register to join in the conversation next week. Lidia, thank you so much for this time.
Thank you, Candy.
And inspired. And we can't wait. We'll have to have you come back and we'll talk about
Absolutely. And I will tell you this. So for anyone out there, what an extraordinary experience. I really encourage anyone who's even considering participating or competing in the Mrs. pageant. It was just an experience of a lifetime. And yes, we are virtual, and that's what we're doing right now. But there's nothing like being in a room with like-minded women who are all beautiful and intelligent. And it's magical. It really is. And then still being on stage and doing the performance. And it was just such an experience. And again, it perpetuates what we're doing right now. We're embracing, we're celebrating women and relationships. And it's just really, I encourage anyone that's even thinking about it to go to the website and press that little button and sign up.
Sign up. I mean, it really does give you a platform for whatever it is. If it's philanthropy, if it's your own business, it gives you access to media outlets and other networks of women. And I didn't expect just how many open doors and opportunities would come. And I'm sure you feel the same about Miss Corporate America. So
yes, and it's fun and glamorous.
It's fun. And we cannot forget our mompreneurs out there. So as you go to the website, check out the mompreneur tab. We're looking for nominations. So if you know a woman who's a mom and she's got her own business, we'd love for you to nominate her. There's amazing prizes and opportunities for the lady who will take home the mompreneur title. So more to come. It's all on our website. Lidia, we want to say, stay safe. We're praying for your safety and for your family. And
same to you.
That you guys will be well. And so until next time, everyone, have a great night. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. So great being here. Bye.
Bye-bye.